What's going on, guys? Bexio, and today we are back with the CryptoCast coming at you right now. This one is a little bit different. I actually shot a behind-the-scenes video of it, so if you guys are interested in that, I'm sure it's going to come out after this video comes out. But once it's out, I'll have it in the link in the description below. So make sure you check that out if you just want to see some behind-the-scenes of the CryptoCast, see what goes on. This one's a little bit different because we changed the location. Obviously, I'm not in my room, taking advantage of people not being home right now. So I'm going. I just decided to say screw it and record one right here in the kitchen on the island here, just to do something different. So have a little bit of fun with it. So yeah, we're just gonna jump kind of right into it. I wanted to start off by saying the behind the scenes stuff, but it's going to be really cool, so make sure you go check that out. As I said, it'll be in the description below once it comes out. It's going to come out a few days after this video comes out, but yeah, so the last video did. I'm not really looking at analytics right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but I just want to be posting and be active. I know it's something that I want to chase and grow, so I have to be active, and I just have to do that. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not real happy with the thumbnail that I came out with that one. It didn't really, it didn't really speak to me or like look good to me. The way my thumbnails usually do. I usually look at them. I'm like, yeah, like I like that. I would click on that. But this one I was like, I didn't really know what I was really doing. So I know that's definitely one thing I got to improve for this podcast is get the thumbnail down, get it better. Not really happy with the first one, but the first podcast in general, I like that one. I think it did good. This has been something I wanted to start for a long time, so I'm glad I'm actually going ahead with it and actually going through with it. 2 weeks in a row, and this one's actually, I should have recorded this one a couple days ago to make sure it's edited, so now I'm on the grindstone to make it edited, to do it and edit it. I don't even know, is edited a word? Probably, it doesn't sound like a word, but I'm on the grindstone to get this one done. But I like it, can't complain. So I do have a little list here of stuff that I'm to try and keep me talking, I guess. And mostly making these lists because I don't want to forget these points. I feel like they're pretty important points, so I'm gonna bring them up. So okay, the first point here is actually huge. A lot of people obviously right now are with this, like we talked about in the other podcast, the Congress Facebook hearing. A lot of people are worried about their data and who stores it and who has access to it, and are they selling it to these other companies, or what's going on with your data that you have on these social media platforms. And it's like it's a good question. No one really knows. I mean, I would think a lot of people know that they have your data and they do sell it and they make money off it and they do target ads and stuff, but I don't think any of that's a problem. And to be honest, I'd rather have Facebook have my data than, like a government or something. Just to be honest, just to bring that out. But with crypto, with the blockchain, you can't do that. There's no data storage. No one person or one company has your data. I forgot I had a dog, so he started barking and going crazy, and I thought someone was here. I don't know, but the data, like talking about Facebook and data and how they all know your data and do all this stuff and get targeted ads off of like basically your data. On the blockchain with crypto, that you can't do that. No one has, or what I read about it, and that's another thing I wanted to I can't even talk. Try and make clear is I'm not saying I'm an expert or trying to be one. By all means, stuff I say could be false. I do research and read stuff about it and see, and I try and get the facts straight, and I try and get everything that I can to make it as accurate as possible. But some things I might just get wrong, to be completely honest. So if something is wrong and you guys think something is, let me know. You can tweet me. My Twitter's in the description, so you can tweet me. You can do all this different stuff. Leave a comment if it's on YouTube. Leave a comment and tell me. We can have. I'll reply to you 100%. Reply to you. We can have a discussion and actually see what's going on, and see if we can have and figure some stuff out. But yeah. So from what I've heard is on the blockchain, and no one person or one company or one anything owns your data or has your data. Only you do. Only you know what you did and what you bought and what you sent coins to and got coins from. There's no real there's no centralization. That's the whole point. It's decentralized. So no one person, one company, one thing can sell your data because they don't have it. You have it. There's this thing, this app called Toshi. You can get it on iPhone, on iOS. I'm not sure if you can get. I'm pretty sure you can get it on Android, but if you can't, I know you can get it on iPhone. It's called Toshi, Toshi. You can go download and check it out. It's really cool. It's an Ethereum app. It has dApps, so it's like the App Store for Ethereum, basically the Ethereum network. And it has this one thing. I forget here. Let me pull it up to make sure I'm getting this right, because I want to make sure that I'm getting this right. I don't just want to get this dApp wrong. This name. It's called Peepeth. So Peepeth. Peepeth. It's basically it literally says Peepeth is a decentralized alternative to Twitter. It is unstoppable and uncensorable because it runs on the Ethereum blockchain. No company or government controls the data on Peepeth. That means nobody can remove your account or post. So basically, it's like ultimate freedom. If you really think about it, it's nobody okay. Let's say compared to Twitter, because that's what they say they are. The Twitter for crypto. So it runs off the Ethereum network, so nobody controls that. Whereas if Twitter controls Twitter, they own it. They can do whatever they want with it. If you say something that they don't like, they can take down your account, or even they can take down your post at minimum. And they can go as far as to completely remove your account from the website and from the platform, which, I mean, that would be really insane, and people have had it done to them. So with Peepeth, nobody can do that. No one outright just owns it and has that. It runs off the network. So if you are on there and you say something that isn't a majority opinion, nobody can take your post down. I mean, people can for sure obviously argue with you and tell you either you're wrong and give you their opinions and stuff, and maybe not like you. It's still the internet. You can't. I mean, I think the internet does a great job of policing itself, where when people say stuff other people don't agree with, or when you say something really stupid, where it's you really shouldn't say that, people go after that person, and they might unfollow you and bring your follower count down, and all those numbers that mean stuff, they can affect that. So I don't think it's gonna people are gonna take off with random stuff that is obviously bad, but you can't get. The whole point of this is you're in control, and you have complete control of your account, of your posts, everything. Nobody can take that away from you. I think that's super important. With it, it's you just. It's so important, and it's I would not be surprised if dApps and probably the Ethereum network can take over even social media platforms, because you just look at YouTube right now. A lot of YouTubers up in arms because they're demonetized and they can't make any money off their videos. There's nothing wrong with their videos, and they're getting demonetized, they're getting age restricted, they're getting taken down. Like, if a platform comes out to rival YouTube on the Ethereum network, where you cannot get your post taken down, where you can have your own opinion and you can do everything you want on your own, and you are in control of your own account, I think YouTube's in trouble if that happens and becomes a reality. The only problem that I see obviously is how you're going to make money. Some YouTubers though, like look at Nelk, they say they don't care about the money, and I believe them. I don't think they care about the money because they're still uploading to YouTube. But they don't make any money, and they just want their content out. They just want people to be able to see it and to be able to respond to it and watch it and see what they're doing. And they almost can't even do that. So I think I would love to see that happen. I would love to see that get developed to where it's going to rival YouTube, because YouTube needs competition, something. And I think these dApps and the Ethereum network and crypto has all the tools to kind of give it the competition it's never had. So I would love to see that happen. That would be so completely next level. But we'll see what happens with that. I think it's great. There's a ton of things on this Toshi app, like the Peepeth. It has exchanges on here where you can most of them, it's with Ethereum, so I mean you can get like Ethereum stuff. The CryptoKitties is on here. I'm sure everybody knows what that is. I hadn't really looked at all this stuff in here. I saw Peepeth and I thought that was really cool. The only thing is you need Ethereum, I think, deposited into this app to be able to use this stuff. So if you don't have Ethereum, you can't use it. But I mean, get some Ethereum. That's a decent investment. Not an investment expert though, so don't blame me if you lose money. But yeah, so Toshi is actually insane, and that just goes along with all the data stuff. Your data will be protected now, so it's kind of insane to think about like that. I mean, it's all this drama and stuff with Facebook's hearing and how people don't want their data out there, and how they really don't trust outside companies and people outside companies, governments, people with their data. They don't want them to have their data, and I mean this is the answer that everyone's looking for. The Ethereum network is the answer. So it's going to be really insane to see in a few years how this all develops, and if this can take over, because I mean, just look at social medias now. They're huge. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, all that stuff is out of this world. There's so many people, so many influencers, everybody out there giving their 2 cents. They got millions of followers. They're making a bunch of money. They're having fun, just living life. Can you imagine doing that unrestricted? Having the same principles and the same ideas as the social medias we have now, but you're not in threat or in danger of at any time getting your post removed, or even worse, getting your account suspended or deleted. So it's going to be so game changing, and I can't wait to see it happen, because I know it's coming. So it's going to be great to see. And with all this stuff, Twitter, Google, Facebook, and Bing, I read up on this. I saw that they announced that they're banning cryptocurrency ads on their platforms. They're not allowing any cryptocurrency ads to be shown in their feeds and stuff. I mean that covers pretty much all of social medias. You got Twitter, Google's almost everything. That's AdSense. That's almost every website even. So that's even further than just social media. But Facebook, obviously a huge platform, and Bing, just a search engine, not even allowing it. That's actually insane. But at first when I read this, I was like, this is no way. This is so dumb. Like, they're limiting what people can see, and they're taking away eyes from crypto. And then I kind of thought about it and read up on it, and they said they want to protect from scams, which I completely understand. I know there's so many ICOs out there who they launch without even like any idea, without any white papers, without anything behind the coin, and they just launch and they think that, you know, everyone thinks crypto is just going up. So I don't know if people think that anymore. I don't think ICOs are booming like they were a few months ago, but people definitely lost a bunch of money in ICOs. I watched some people who got into ICOs because, you know, crypto was booming. Litecoin went from $90 to $300 in a few weeks. All these coins went up like 500%, and it's just, you can't do that. People came out to try and take advantage of that with ICOs, and I mean, a lot of people lost a lot of money because these coins would raise tens of millions of dollars and not even have to bat an eye because they know that it's over. You know, they know that it's going to work because people are going to buy it because they know, or they think that it's just going up in value is just guaranteed. And I don't really think so anymore. But after I thought about it that way and read like that half of the article, it's like it kind of makes sense. People definitely don't. I don't think, you know, I don't think they should ban it. I understand why, and I think they're trying to do good, but I don't think they should ban it. I think people should be smart enough to do their own due diligence, do their own research, make sure that you're not just putting your money, you know, in danger. I think people are smart enough to do that. I would hope they're smart enough to do that. If you aren't willing to research what you're putting your money into, then you almost deserve to lose it. Like, what are you doing? Why are you just doing that? Because you see that crypto's going up and you want to try and jump on this bandwagon without knowing anything. Like, that's not okay. So I think the people who are getting scammed were older people, which are the age of people who kind of run these companies. I'm not 100% sure about Twitter, or I'm really not 100% sure about any of these companies, about who the CEOs, the age of the CEOs. But like Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg's not that old. He should pretty easily understand, you know, this type of stuff, and he's a smart he's insanely smart, so I think he understands this. The Google, Twitter, and Bing, I'm not 100% sure how old the CEOs are. If they're older, then I can see them being like, oh, people just, they see this opportunity and they want to take advantage of it. Like someone's grandparents, they saw little Timmy talking about how he's put money in Litecoin and Bitcoin, and he just made all this money, and now they're like, oh, this ICO is coming out, it's only $1. I can buy so many of this, and then I'm gonna make so much money, and then they lose it all because the ICO goes under, and they basically just take their money and run. So I can understand both sides of it. I personally don't think they should ban it. I think you should show the ads anyways. All of your and this is talking like Facebook and Instagram, which Facebook owns Instagram, Twitter, you know, all the social medias. They say you have targeting ads. I doubt old people are researching crypto all the time, so they shouldn't even be getting these ICOs. They really shouldn't even be getting these ICO ads. So, I mean, who is your targeting ad working or not? Like, what's going on there? Come on. You got our data. What are you doing with it? But they, I mean, for sure, it's like you have to. Jeez. Oh my God. I can understand them wanting to protect older people, but I don't. You just got to do it. Everyone should be responsible enough with their own stuff, with their own decisions. Every decision you make, you need to take responsibility for it. So no one's forced them to buy the ICO. No one says if you don't buy it, you can't use the app anymore. You know, none of that's happening. So it's really just worry for nothing, to be honest. But it's kind of dumb. But it's happening. And you know what? On the topic of this stuff, I read this article and it made a lot of sense, which is it was kind of scary because it made a lot of sense. Where talk about traditional money, the fiat, you know, the dollar, euro, all that type of stuff, versus crypto. like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, that all that everybody knows the difference. Everybody knows that there's crypto and fiat, but it talked about how crypto was actually devastating for the environment. Which at first I was like, what do you mean? Like, you don't have to make it. You don't have paper money. You have to make. Yeah, you got to use trees. You got to use something to make paper money. And then I read it, and it actually made so much sense because I get like because it's an online currency. It has to be run 24/7 on servers and stuff. Which as I say that, it's like, does it have to? Doesn't it? It runs on the blockchain. The blockchain is not stored on a server. It's kind of bouncing between computer to computer. So yeah, as I say that, I kind of just open my mind up. The blockchain, is it on a server? Is it stored on a server? Does it need the server, to run, or is it just based off the computers? Because I'm pretty sure it just bounces off, computers for miners and all that type of stuff, and off of networks, and it's not. I don't think it needs a server. So I read that and I was like, wow, they make a lot of sense. These servers got to get ran 24/7, and something has to power that. And the technology power consumption is already sky high. Like, and I was like, this could be a problem for crypto. If it needs to be run 24/7, whereas paper money, you don't need to run. You make it and that's it. That's all you need to do. You don't need something to run it 24/7. But as I say this, it's like, does it need to be run 24/7? Is it just off of the networks? Is it off of miners and networks and computer to computer and all this, the processing of data? Is it? I don't really know. Do you guys know? Do you know if it is the blockchain, is crypto on a server? Because I would assume it might have to be. The store, let's say Bitcoin, the coins that aren't made, but why? I mean, who cares? Do they have to be stored on a server? The coins that are not in circulation, or the coins that are in circulation, all the coins, do they have to be in a server and kept up and online? But then what about the ones in the ledgers? What about in cold storage? What is them? Did they reduce the cost of running the stuff? Is it actually run on servers? I don't think so. I could be completely wrong about that, but I really don't think so. Man, I don't even know anymore. It could be, but I don't think it is. That whole article doesn't make any sense anymore. I'm glad I just thought of it in my head, right, like literally when I said it, and as soon as I said it needs the servers to run, like the blockchain doesn't need that. I don't even. I'm confusing myself right now. I really don't even know. I really don't know. That would be neat. I really want to figure that out. That would be neat to know. Like, is it? Because if it's not, then we're right back where we started. There's no environmental, change because people are using the computers all the time, anyways. Anyone who's using it, any miner, any network, that it's already on. It's already running. You don't need something running 24/7, and if no one's using it, then it's off. You don't need it. That's interesting. I really have no idea. But that last one I didn't have written down, but I talk about all this stuff I wrote down. This video is not too long. I didn't expect this one to be too long. I didn't really write it out like I did with the other one. The first one I wrote a bunch of topics out. Said what I was gonna say, and then give myself little tidbits to make sure that I had stuff to talk about, to refresh my brain and stuff. This one I did. I just kind of wrote down a few things that I didn't want to forget to mention, and I didn't want to forget to talk about. But I think I like these things better this way. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, around there. I think that's better. 45 minutes was the first one. I think that was a little long. I just see other podcasts, and it's like an hour long. An hour 10. It's like, I mean, they got someone else to do it with too. I'm solo dolo out here, but I think this is pretty good. I got a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. This, and I'm glad I talked about the the environmental server stuff, because that actually opened up some mind. I'm confused now. Like, man. But guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure, as I said in the beginning, there is going to be a link in the description on Monday. On Monday. Oh man. Monday night. Monday, probably around 6 o'clock, somewhere around there, 6 or 7. I will upload the behind the scenes of this podcast, and you'll be able to see all this stuff and see this little setup that I have going on here. Instead of showing you guys at the end of this video, I'm just going to do an entire video behind the scenes. You'll see my little notebook here, the little ideas that I got on all this type of stuff. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description below. And as always, guys, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. I love seeing all support. It really helps the channel grow. And I will see you guys in my next video.